focusing on the third chakra from the floor up, Manipura, and it's our solar plexus chakra. And the solar plexus is, there's kind of like a questioning about the exact location, but it's around the belly button, this chakra. I like to consider it from the navel to the sternum, or the xiphoid process, and all the organs contained in that area. So we're going to focus on the core fired up and just constriction right there in that area today. And just a little visualization for you. Manipura is yellow, the color yellow, and the element is fire, and it's kind of known as the power chakra. So a lot of breath control work today, energizing shapes, and we've got chin stand prep and variations for you. So sitting comfortably, the option to have your left hand, it'll look opposite, but your left hand on your thigh and your right palm kind of cup it over your belly button. And just sit nice and comfortable, relax your shoulders. You can have your eyes open or maybe close them. And so there's several different variations of pranayama, breath control, breath work to focus the prana, this life force energy, shift it all around. They say the more we give direction to our energy, the more energy flows, the more energy we have, and we exist in an infinite supply of energy. So let's fire up some of that energy. Breath control. So take just a cleansing breath, deep breath in through your nose. Sigh that full breath out, and we'll start on an inhale, and it's a nice 2-count inhale, 2-count exhale. In and out of the nose, breathe in. As you breathe out, press the belly, feel it constrict and press into your hand. And now the rhythm of this breath can be up to you. I want you to keep breathing in and out of your nose. And you can make this faster, but just very beginner start. It's about a full 2-count second cycle of inhale and exhale. And we can get faster at it, making 1 second be the full inhale and exhale. So let's get a little bit faster with that breath. In, out, and full force on the inhale, full force on the exhale. For 10, 8 count, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, full long inhale on 1, full breath in, hold it at the top, and a very relaxing, slow releasing exhale breath. Nice. So we'll try that one more time. You can change your hands, maybe both hands on your belly, or maybe if you'll feel comfortable, bring your palms overhead. You can pull the elbows wide to relax the shoulders. Sit nice and tall and just feel that solar plexus area from navel to sternum engage, and you'll feel it engage and release, contract, release with the breath. So take that cleansing breath in, cleansing breath out, and a little bit faster this time. Breathe in and out, in and out. And this breath, we focus this bellows breath both on the inhale and the exhale. It's different than a breath of fire where it's just a focus on the exhale. We'll try that later. In and out. Focus on the constriction of the belly. Feel the breath enter. Squeeze it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full breath in. Hold it at the top. And slowly exhale your breath and bring your thumbs down to your heart. Maybe bow your chin into your chest. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable, if you haven't yet. And just see how your energy might have shifted just since you first sat on your mat. And how your body feels, how your brain feels, how it felt for your experience to have sampled that or pulled the breath in and out, fired up the energy in the body. And with that thought, we're going to shift forward to tabletop pose. So you can blink your eyes open, press your palms down under your shoulders, draw your knees under your hips. Nice. So we've got some cats and cows. Make sure you spread your fingers wide. As you inhale, pull your heart forward, kind of stretching, using the breath to open up the front line. Focus on the navel to sternum. And then as you exhale, press the earth away, cat pose. Chin into chest, really stretch the back of your body. Send the breath to the back of your body. Just keep moving and breathing. Let your breath and movements match here. First time to match the breath and movement beyond, for most yoga shapes anyway. And exhale, stretch the spine. Just about one more time for your cats, cows. And we'll come to a tabletop pose. Got some wrist therapy today because we've got a lot of stuff for our wrists. So go ahead and keeping your palms on your shoulders, just turn your fingertips to the wide edge of your mat. So like, what is that? 6 and 9 o'clock. And start in one direction, 3 circles. Maybe you tuck your toes, but really spread the fingers wide, press the palms down, press the thumb down, gentle pressure being applied, just getting the wrists rotating. And then after you've done 3 circles, you can switch the direction, do 3 more, and really fan out the ribs here as you go side to side. Roll the neck, sway the shoulders. And then come back through to tabletop pose, so that long spine. And take both of your fingertips, face them forward again, still with the palms under the shoulders. Take your right hand, pick it up, and then press it down under your shoulder with the fingertips facing your knees. Keep the fingers spread nice and wide. Then apply gentle pressure to the fingertips, bend your elbow towards your knee and lift up the heel of your hand. So your right palm is pressing down in the mat with the elbow bending it. And this very gentle pressure here, kind of getting the wrist flexors, the wrist extenders, a nice little gentle love. Just breathe. And then slowly peel off the fingertips. So lift the hand a little bit more, all the way down to the very tips of the fingers, like you're slowly peeling them off the mat. And then place your palm upside down on the mat, fingertips still facing back towards your knee. Very gentle pressure here. And it's placed right under your shoulder again. And then go ahead, when you're ready, plant that palm on the mat, palm down. We'll take it to the left side. So now your left palm, pick it up and flip it backwards so that your fingertips are facing your knee. Spread your fingers wide, slowly lift up the heel of your hand as you bend your elbow back. Apply gentle pressure here as you gently press forward. And then go ahead and slowly peel up the fingertips, getting all the way down till the tips of your fingers slide up, and then flip the palm upside down, fingers still fan wide, gentle pressure on the top of your hand onto the mat. And keep the weight back more into the hips here, just little pressure. We don't want to overdo it. We're just stretching the flexors and the extenders. Nice, and then go ahead and bring that palm back, tuck your toes, draw your feet and knees together, and sit back in a little toe stand here, a little toe squat. And if your pinky toes flared out, you can always tuck them underneath. We'll sit tall, and we're gonna make a fist together, and then just kind of do some figure eights, lubricating the wrists. Very important, we've got all those planks, all the down dogs, and then our chin stand requires a lot of wrists. And then switch direction, non-dominant thumb on top, just roll them in the opposite direction. Fun, fun, fun. Get a little arm workout as you hold them up about shoulder height. Cool, and then let's do our flashing lights. Fingers wide, open and close, open and close. Full extension, full fists. You can maybe hold your hands up if you want. Start to go a little bit faster, faster, faster for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then shake it on out. Jazz hands. Woo! Nice. Awesome job. All right. Take it back to your tabletop pose, friends. All right. So from here, we're going to extend the right leg. It's like a half bird dog. And keep your spine nice and long. And for our next move, we're working on hugging our elbows back and dipping the chin and chest just slightly. So I want you to imagine a teeter-totter or a plank of wood. Keep your spine long and keep the head and foot moving in opposite directions, but at the same time. So as you inhale, shift slightly forward, shoulders ahead of wrists. As you exhale, hug your elbows back to your side body, just lower partway down, lifting your heel high. Take a breath in. And then exhale, press it back up to that neutral tabletop with the leg. We're going to do that 2 more times with the right leg back. So inhale, lower partway down, elbows about in line with shoulders, core tight. Exhale, press it up. Little core work here too. Feel that solar plexus area light up. 1 more time. Inhale, forward. And exhale up. And bring your right knee down. We'll switch it off for the left side. The left leg kicks back. Get long like a plank. Pull the belly towards the sky. As you inhale, shift your shoulders slightly forward. Lower part way down. Hug your elbows into the ribs. Exhale, press it back up. Twice more. Inhale, lower. Your heel lifts as much as your head dips. Exhale, press. Keep drawing the core in tight. Squeeze the ribs in. One more time. Inhale down. Exhale up. Knee down. Shake out your wrists or flip them upside down if there's already any tension in the wrists. And when you're ready, friends, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Hips to the sky. Go ahead and pedal it out. Sway the hips side to side, whatever you need. Long arms, neutral neck. Just feel it in the body. Awesome. Awesome. From your nice still down dog, soften your knees, look forward. Breathe in, and as you exhale, tiptoe forward, ragdoll pose. One of my favorite postures. So go ahead and fold right in half. Nod the head, no and yes. Maybe you make figure eights. And take any binds here. Bring the elbows and the palms to meet. And just distribute the weight side to side, front and back. Nice long spine. You can always have the knees very generously bent or shift into those straighter legs with weight in the toes, but the heels stay glued to the ground here. Make sure you're breathing. Awesome. Pause right through center. Release your hands to the ground. You can always keep your feet hips width distance apart or bring the big toes into touch, up to you. Rounded spine, bent knees. Inhale, slowly rise to standing. Take your time, chin into chest. And when you get to the top, arms are by your side. Inhale, roll your shoulders forward and up. Exhale, roll them down your back. And then reverse that. Inhale, roll your shoulders back and up. And exhale, roll them forward and down. Beautiful. Sweep your arms all the way to the sky, standing mountain with a breath in and pause. Just feel the shape in your body. You can adjust your feet. If they're in, you want them out. If they're out, you want them in. Just find where you feel comfortable. Lift up all 10 toes. Spread them nice and wide, and one toe at a time, starting from the outside little toe. Seal one toe at a time all the way back to the mat. Nice. So from this nice Tadasana, standing mountain, drive your tailbone down between your heels. And go ahead and let your ribs flare. This time I usually tell us to knit them in. Let them flare and rise. Let your sternum rise. Just reach for the sky. Now at the very top, find a steeple grip here, interlacing your fingers so you've got kind of that gun shape with the index and thumbs release. Take a deep breath in. Open up your side bodies. Lift the ribs. Exhale to your right, a side standing, stretching hot half moon. Now stretch through the arms and squeeze them in to get a little more length. Lift open, fan the ribs towards the sky. Now on your next inhale, come up through center, reset, tailbone drives to the earth. Exhale to your left. Keep hugging in the arms, get a little more length, lifting the heart just a little here. And then on your inhale, come up through center, maybe the tiniest little back bend, squeeze the glutes, breathe in. And forward fold, release. Pedal it out at the bottom, shake your head so the crown is heavy towards the ground, maybe bend the knees. Nice, our first halfway lift, breathe into that long spine. You can take a moment to relax here. I want you to draw your shoulders together and down your back, slightly soften your knees, shift the weight into your toes with the heels grounded so you get hips and heels lined up. Really parallel your torso to the ground best you can. Draw your belly to the sky. Slight tuck of your chin. So much to do. Take one breath in. Exhale, high plank, palms under shoulders, toes step back, heels high. Activate your legs. Spread your fingers wide. Grip your fingertips into the mat. Nice. Inhale, shift your shoulders slightly forward. Exhale all the way down to the mat. You can always bring your knees down first. And untuck your toes for cobra pose. You can draw your big toes together. If your low back has any tension there, you can keep your feet hips width or even wider. Exhale out all of your breath. And inhale, lift your heart. Breeze, right, reach up through the crown, gaze softly past your nose. Shoulders down your back, elbows even squeezing back. Maybe you tent the fingers. Maybe you hover your hands, press your belly down, take one breath in, lighting up the back. And exhale, release to your mat. All the way down, maybe shimmy your hips, a little low back release. Palms by your shoulders, tuck your toes, high plank, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Nice, inhale, soften your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, release. Inhale, standing mountain pose, arms to the sky, steeple grip at the top. Exhale, this hot half moon to your left, hug the arms in. Inhale through center, core is tight, tailbone to the ground. Exhale, other side, lift the ribs and the heart. Inhale through center, maybe the tiniest back bend here. And exhale, fold it in half. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, high plank. Now from this high plank, we are going to pause and bring the knees to the ground so you're more in tabletop. Those two blocks, I'd like you to grab them and set them up on their second setting, this medium setting, right in front of your fingertips. So they're shoulders width apart. Nice. Now go ahead and tuck your toes, come back into a high plank with those blocks set up. And as you inhale, shift forward, shoulders ahead of wrists. Exhale, lower your shoulders down to touch and rest on the blocks. They should be shoulder width apart. Stay active in the core so your heels are on your toes. This is going to kind of start to mimic our chin stand shape. Now bring your knees to the ground, untuck your toes, inhale through cobra or upward facing dog right here. You can even lift and elevate the legs, peel your heart forward, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. And one more time, blocks can move out of the way, or if you want to try that again, leave them there. Inhale, soften your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, hop, or float to a forward fold, top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, release. Standing Tadasana, inhale, steeple grip. And exhale, hot half moon to your right. Inhale through center. Exhale, hinge to your left. Inhale through center. Exhale, release, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, high plank. Maybe you lower to your blocks. Maybe it's a full chaturanga right here using those blocks. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job, everybody. You're amazing. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Shift the weight to your left foot now. Inhale your right leg up to the sky. Level hips, level shoulders, weights distributed between both palms equally. Take a full breath in. Can you reach a little higher? Now as you exhale, squeeze your knee around to your upper outer arm. I want you to shift your shoulders slightly forward. Make a shelf as you hinge forward, bend the elbows back like chaturanga. Rest the outer or the inner thigh on top of that shelf. Nice. Inhale your right leg up and back. Now here's a little change to this right leg high. Can you lift your left heel and reach your right leg up as best you can? Reach for the sky. Take a breath in. Nice, Kirsten. Exhale, low lunge, step between your palms. Inhale, crescent lunge, slow and steady rise. Slow and steady. Hug your inner thighs, get a little more lift, a little more strength. Nice, shoulders are over the hips. And just feel a nice stretch in that space, that area of solar plexus, the organs. Notice your breath. Breathe it nice and tall. Root down in your right foot. Feel your right outer hip light up. Pull your left hip forward so you can feel them parallel in line with one another, leveled so we're not bopping up or down. Right foot is base to step forward. Take a breath in. Now as you exhale, step forward, chair, airplane, arms. Now your feet can be hips width. You can bring your big toes into touch with your heels slivered. Imagine a little slice of pie. Sit down and back squeeze the butt. And then roll your shoulders back. And make sure you're not arching the heart or rounding the spine. We want a nice long from tail to crown. Nice. Right foot is your base. Inhale, one leg mountain, rise up, left knee lifts in line with your hip. Hips stay level. I don't care if you point or flex your toe, it's whatever's comfortable in your body. It feels level hipped. Nice. All right, option, take a breath in. Option to kick your heel forward. If not, you can stay with that bent leg. That is just fine. Full breath in wherever you're at. Exhale, open twist to the left. And now I know the quad can be tight. You can always rebend the knee. That is fine. You can always place your palms on your body, whatever you need. And if you rebend your knee or stay here, that's fine. You can always re-extend it if you would like. Nice, friends. On your next inhale, unwind, one leg mountain, option to keep the leg extended or bent. So many options. And exhale, step it back to flying airplane pose. Sweep the left leg back. Shoulders squeeze down your back. Now try to press the right foot down, feel straight, or leg open up from the core to stretch across the front line. Feel the heart open and kick back through your left heel. Take a breath in and slowly land crescent lunge with your airplane arms, left toes land back as you exhale. Nice, warrior two, inhale, open up. So that airplane pose is just gonna be a pass through for the rest of after we do the slow set. You have the option to practice here, lifting your front heel. If you just wanna fire up your calf a little bit, make sure the knee isn't feeling any stress, it stays forward and stay stacked over the ankle. Nice, you can always bring hands to hips or heart. Just want that nice, long, juicy spine. Nice, and if your heel's lifted, go ahead and press your heel into the mat. Take a breath in. Extended side angle on the breath out. Maintain the legs, the open hips, and just tick-tock the hands. Maybe you use that shelf of a thigh for your arm. So your right arm's resting on your right thigh, left arm can be to the sky. You can reach forward, maybe take it to your low back, whatever you want to do. Keep the hips open. Top hip might be feeling some juicy stretch right here. Keep the legs, friends. Press the feet into the ground. Fill the thighs open up even more as you gently, energetically squeeze back. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Now notice if your knee shifted or if it's squeezing inward, you want to keep it still drawing forward. You should see the big toe and the toe that's right next to it. The index finger toe, I don't know. Just feel the ribs fan open. Lift your heart just slightly more towards the sky. Last breath in. And exhale, palms to the ground, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Take it or leave it. You can always come with knees down, go through cobra if you'd like. You can use your blocks if you'd like or not. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Take a breath in, maybe pedal the legs. Sigh that breath out. And shift the weight to your right foot. Lift your left leg up as you inhale, moving on to the left side. And exhale, knee to your upper outer arm. Make that shelf. Hug those chaturanga arms back so you have that shelf for the inner left thigh to rest. Nice. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Pause here. Lift your right heel high off the ground. Reach for the sky best you can. Standing splits right here in your down dog variation. Take a breath in. Exhale, low lunge, step between your palms. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise. Woo, use the breath. So it can sometimes escape us as we're doing the intense parts of the postures. And then we come to some resting stillness. And we got to let that breath catch up if we weren't staying with it, yeah? Left foot is your base. Pull the right hip forward. Scissor the thighs. Take a breath in. Exhale, chair, plane, step forward. Sweep the arms back. Land into your heels. Squeeze the glutes. Lengthen through the crown. Can you pull your belly up towards your spine? Get a little longer while you sit down and back a little bit more. Nice. Left foot is your base. Inhale, one leg mountain. Right knee lifts up with you. Option to kick your foot or not. And you can come back to that option the whole time we go through class today. Take a deep breath in. Level your hips. Quad is lit up. And exhale, open twist to the right. So you twist to the inner thigh. You can place your hands wherever you want. You can bend your knee, re-extend. Wherever you're at, it's just fine. Stand a little taller on the left foot. Spread your left toes. Nice. Inhale, one leg mountain, unwind, option to re-extend your leg if it was bent. And then exhale, airplane pose. Squeeze those arms back. Draw your little fingers and triceps together to activate the triceps. Soften your right hip just a little bit to level your hips together. Reach back through the sole of your foot. Reach forward through the crown of your head. Slight lift of your heart. Feel the openness in the belly. Now draw the navel up. Squeeze your core. Take a breath in. Exhale, land your toes, crescent lunge, airplane arms. Really reaching forward through the crown, passing through this shape. Inhale, warrior two. Spin it open. Your back heel presses down. Your front foot presses down. Option to lift the front heel if you want a little more calf lit up. Make sure your shoulders are over your hips. Your spine is long. Settle into those hips. You can feel them really open up here. Reach through your arms. Try to parallel your hands to the mat. Look forward past the front fingers. Maybe close your eyes. Just be a witness to your breath and the shape. And if your heel's lifted, place the heel into the ground. Really welt down. Feel the quad and hamstring light up. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. Nice. And when you settle in, I want you to lift the heart. Rotate the heart open to the side a little more. Awesome, friends. Press your feet down, tailbone driving towards the back right heel. Maybe you fire up your glutes, feel the inner thighs start to get a little more spacious. Keep the legs, commit to your lunge. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Left palm up and over, side body stretch, fan out the left ribs. Intercostal muscle, breathing into all those muscles in between the ribs. Feel the light up. Take one more breath in. Can you reach your arm towards your ear a little more to get a little more stretch? Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Palms frame your foot, step back. Maybe you float a leg, flow through it, or hold that plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, take a breath in. Let a breath go. Now we get to flow that one breath to one movement. You have got this. Shift the weight to your left foot. Inhale, your right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to upper outer arm. Land on your shelf. Inhale, your right leg to the sky. Lift your left heel. Get long. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, chair, plane, step forward. Right foot is base. Inhale, one leg mountain with your left knee. Option to kick your heel. Exhale, open twist to your left. Nice. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, airplane pose. Fly it back and gently land the toes. It's a pass-through shape. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, high to low plank, Vinyasa flow. You can always go straight to down dog, whatever you need here. Inhale, up dog, passing through. Exhale, downward facing dog, where we all meet. Awesome. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to upper outer arm. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Lift your right heel, get long. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Excuse me, ahead of myself. Exhale, chair plane, right foot lands. Inhale, one leg mountain, lift the right knee. Exhale, open twist to the right. Option to have kicked your leg out, of course. Inhale, one leg mountain, unwind. Exhale, airplane pose, pass through, gently land your back toes. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Making sure you're always hugging the elbows back towards your ribs, squeezing your shoulders down your back in up dog or cobra. We meet in that downward facing dog. Okay, friends, you're amazing. It's our third time through, so there are some little fun add-ons if you'd like to try them. Here we go. Inhale your right leg high. And as you exhale, option for hurdler's pose. Squeeze your knee to the upper outer right arm. Make a shelf. Shift your shoulders forward. You could use blocks here if you wanted. Maybe you get a little lift on the back toes and fly your right foot forward. Balance here with shoulders slightly down. And land your left toes. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Just little fun things. Lift your left heel here and then step through to your low lunge. Here we are, crescent lunge, rise, breathe in. And as you exhale, chair plane, step forward, pause. Crescent lunge and chair plane, we flow it. So inhale, step it back, crescent lunge. You can land the toe or hover. Exhale, chair plane. Root down in your right foot, feel the right hip. As you breathe in, step or fly it back. Exhale, step and squeeze it forward. Now one more time, inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, chair plane. Whoo. One leg mountain, left knee lifts. Inhale. Exhale, open twist. Now option to add on revolve dancing Shiva. Go ahead and slide your right hand down the outer left calf. Capture the little toe side of your foot. Take a breath in as you squeeze the knee towards your chest. Exhale, kick your heel forward. The strap right here is always useful too. Try to pull your shoulders down your back and stand a little taller. Balance on the right foot. Nice. Settle in and find your breath. One more inhale. One more exhale breath. Gently release your foot, bend your knee, one leg mountain, inhale. Exhale, airplane pose, fly the toes back, and then gently land. Awesome, warrior two, inhale, spin it up and open. Extended side angle as you exhale. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. And exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga, vinyasa, flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we have the left side, same thing, and then we move on. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, hurdler's pose option. Create that shelf with your arms. Shimmy your shoulders forward. Fingers are wide. Maybe you get so forward you can lift your back toes off the mat. Maybe even extend the left toes. Take one breath in. Stay for an exhale. Challenge yourself. Plant your right toes. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Three-leg dog. Lift your right heel. Exhale, low lunge. Step through. Crescent lunge, inhale, rise up. Nice job, everybody. Exhale, chair plane, step forward, rooted in your left foot. We know where we're going now. Crescent lunge, inhale. Airplane, exhale, or chair plane rather. Inhale, you got it. Nice, Karen. Exhale. Last time, inhale, crescent. Exhale, chair plane. And if you want a strap, go ahead and grab it. Left foot is your base. Inhale, one leg mountain, right knee lifts. Exhale, maybe you kick your heel, open, twist. And we can stay here. We can add on revolve dancing Shiva. Left hand slides down the outer right calf. Capture the pinky toe side of your foot. Breathe in to hug the knee and use the core. And exhale, kick your heel forward. Nice. So we've got a twist to the inner thigh. You can also stay in this twist right here. Maybe work on getting some mobility extension through the leg. Wherever you're at is fine. Take one more breath in. Stay, breath out. Inhale, one leg mountain. Slowly bend the knee. Release your foot, arms to sky. And exhale, step, fly it back through your airplane. And then gently land your toes. Warrior two, inhale, open up. Extended side angle, shift and reach. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. And exhale, chaturanga dandasana, high to low plank. Inhale, up dogs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal it out. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, side out. All right, friends, we've got some core. We'll break after core. Inhale to a high plank. Now, these are some slight moves with the breath of fire. The breath of fire emphasizes the exhales. You can always bring the knees down for this. It's up to you. What we're doing is drawing the navel towards the sky. It's the smallest movement. So take a breath in. And as you exhale, pull the belly up. So the breath of fire is crazy. Emphasize the exhale breath. The inhale is just a natural reaction to the exhale. Every time you exhale, pull your belly to the sky. It's a slight movement lift of squeezing the hips up. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forearm plank, lower it down, elbows under shoulder. Again, you can always have knees down, but we want the elbows right under the shoulders, the palms spread wide, press into the ground. You can always bring your hands together, making fists if that feels more comfortable to you. So sort of the same thing, a little more movement as you inhale, bring your hips towards the ground. As you exhale, squeeze your belly, booty up. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Emphasize your exhale. Squeeze your belly up towards the spine for 8, 7, Sphinx pose in 6, hips to the ground in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the belly down. Untuck the toes. Legs are long and active. Sphinx pose. We're going to be here for a few breaths. Energetically draw your elbows back. Feel your shoulders squeeze down. Lengthen and open the heart. And focus on the solar plexus region between the belly button and the sternum. Really feel that open. You get serpent-like in your legs, maybe even drawing the toes together, but if there's low back tension, keep the feet hips width or even wider. Active glutes and legs here to protect the low back. And you can bow your chin into your chest, get a little more stretch through the cervical spine if you'd like. Keep pressing the forearms down, be strong there so your shoulders don't collapse. And just take about one more breath in. Sigh it out. And let's send it back to child's pose when you're ready. Send the booty up and back, walk back. Take the knees wide, big toes stay into touch. And then walk the arms forward, rest the forehead to the ground. Come into your breath. Maybe you breathe in deeply through the nose, fill up, fan the ribs, and then open your mouth to sigh that breath out until you come back into a cooler, slower state of breath. If you want to, you can tent your fingertips up, get a different type of pectoral stretch. Draw your nose towards your third eye, towards the brow. And stretch your spine. So when you start to catch up with your breath, maybe Ujjayi pranayama, breathing in and out of your nose. Long, slow, fired breath. Constrict your throat. Let that breath be audible. Stoking that internal fire, heating up the tapas. Take one more breath in. And let that breath go. Nice. As you inhale, just press into your palms. Start to come up to tabletop pose. Maybe a couple cat's cows. Maybe do some wrist therapy here. Get a couple more seconds here to find organic movement. Roll out your neck, sway the hips. Nice. And then we'll start to make your way back to your downward facing dog. Just finish up what you're doing. And pop the booty up to the sky, stretch out the legs, pedal out the knees. A couple breaths right here. Couple breaths before we move on. Nice. We exist in that infinite supply of energy. Are you feeling it? If not, we are going to stoke it up a little more and we are going to feel it. You're amazing, friends. Let's move on. Shift the weight to your left foot. Inhale your right leg to the sky. And exhale, low lunge, step between your palms. Now, right foot is your base. Inhale, one leg halfway lift. So lift your left leg. You can always use blocks here if you prefer, under your hands if you got them. Shoulders down your back. Keep long in the spine. Left shoulder, or left hip rather, softens a little right here. Take an inhale. Shiva squat as you exhale, bend the right knee, squeeze the left knee to just behind the right calf. Now you can always have hands on the ground or on blocks, or challenge yourself and bring prayer hands to your heart. Stay balanced, feel the right foot, engage and root into the ground. Nice, inhale, one leg halfway lift, extend the leg behind you. Now go ahead and fold in half with left leg to the sky, standing splits. And again, you can still be on blocks, that's fine. It's like a forward fold, but on one leg. I like to bring my left knee to my right knee, reset my hips, and then reach the left leg back to the sky. Try to reach through the toes. Maybe one or both palms wraps around your calf or lifts off the ground in some way. Take your beak, your nose towards your shin, crown towards the ground. Nice, and now we have the option for some handstand hops. If you would like, walk your palms under your shoulders. So it's kind of like walking a little bit more forward, and start to lift the left leg, bend your right knee, and just gently press up. The heel lifts just a little bit, pop the leg up. Maybe you catch a little bit of float time. We've just got about one more round of breath. When you're ready, land forward fold. Left toes, big toes meets the right big toes. Whoo! Nice, take a halfway lift right here, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, mountain, rise all the way to standing. Exhale, chair, sit down and back. Root into your left foot. Got eagle on the right. So right elbow is under the left. You can tap shoulders, backs of hands, or double wrap the palms. And then sweep the right foot up, cross over the left. You can let this foot fly or even rest it on a block, kickstand it on the ground, or perhaps wrap it behind your calf. Wherever you're at, it's all good. Try to level the hips. Draw the elbows up in line with your shoulders. Reach the forearms towards the front of the room. Squeeze to the midline of your body. Now draw your shoulders back over your hips. Drop the booty a little bit lower. Nice. Let your gaze just kind of fade out somewhere to help you balance. Nice, friends. Now keep your eagle arms. Gently rise up to a one-leg mountain, right knee lifts. And then exhale, eagle arm airplane, kick your heel back. Now from here, draw the elbows into your chest. Give a little squeeze. And just reach back through the right foot. You have the option now to unwind, hands to heart, or reach forward into warrior three. Pull the belly up towards the sky, protect the core, the low back. Awesome, stay one more breath in. Stay here for the breath out, use the right glute, lift the heel a little higher on the right. Last inhale, and exhale, low lunge, palms and toes greet the earth together. Nice. Step it back to down dog or chaturanga dandasana if you want that in your practice. Inhale, up dog. Nice, everybody. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, low lunge, step between your palms. And one leg halfway lift, right leg lifts. Blocks or no blocks, it's all you. Level off all your limbs here. Get straight and long. Slight soft bend in the left knee to protect your joint. Take a breath in. Shiva squat, breath out. Maybe your hands come up to your heart. It's all good. Find that balance. Squeeze the left hip in. Awesome. Inhale, one leg halfway lift, return. And then standing splits, exhale to fold in half as your right leg, your right toes go towards the sky. If I was there in the room with you, I'd press my hands down on your right toes. I'd want you to press your toes up into my hand, get a little more lift. Nice, Jacob. Awesome, friends. Maybe one or both palms tries a little lift off the ground, wraps the left calf, or even just tent the fingers. Whatever you got, bow the crown of head to the ground. Then as you're ready, we can lock the palms underneath the shoulders and practice our handstand hops. Bend your left knee slightly and start to lift the heel, gently press off the toes. Try to keep your right leg long this time. Get a little lift. Maybe you catch a little bit of hang time. One more cycle of breath. And then land forward, fold. Big toes to touch or feet hips width apart. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, standing mountain, arms up to the sky, tailbone to the ground. Exhale, chair. It's almost like taking a break, actually sitting in a chair. Whoo. All right, eagle, left limbs cross over this time. Right foot is your base, left elbow under the right. Wrap wherever you're going to wrap in your body. Left leg hops up and crosses over. Settle in. Find your focal point to guide you. Make sure your elbows are in line with your shoulders. And then draw your shoulders over your hips. Sit down in the seat. Squeeze the inner thighs. Pull your navel in and up. Get a little taller through the crown. And settle in. Take one more breath in. Stay for the exhale breath. Ooh, nice. Inhale, one leg mountain to keep your eagle arms. Exhale, eagle arm airplane. Kick your left foot back and then draw your elbows into your chest. Find that squeezing action. Left hip softens a little. Level both hips together. Fire up your legs. Kick through both legs. Use the glutes. Reach through the crown. Option to bring hands to heart and unwind the eagle arms. Maybe extend biceps by ears, reach forward into your warrior three. Get a little bit longer, stay with your breath. Nice work, everybody. Last breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Down dog or last chaturanga of class, take it or leave it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Let a big breath go. Now on your inhale, shimmy down to your knees. Just get comfortable for a minute, grab your blocks. Chin stand options with variations are here. So I love chin stand, especially with blocks, because it's a lot of that chaturanga shape where we are hugging our elbows back to our ribs. There's so many options. Here are some, and you can try them with me, or you can do them on your own. You can pick one, whatever. So wherever you land in your tabletop, your shoulders are hips width, or your palms are shoulder width, excuse me. The blocks are right there in front of you. I like to pull them a little bit, about a foot forward from the top, because chin stand, the chin is going to touch the mat. Yeah. All right. So from here, you can make your way to a down dog if you'd like to try. Lots of other variations though as well. Lifting the right leg high, high, high. Heel up, get that long stretch. Breathe in, and as you exhale, you're gonna come all the way down, keep that leg up. And maybe you just practice right here, left heel high. Maybe you pop up just a little bit, or maybe you fly the whole thing. Let me get my momentum. And now with chin stand, you want your chin on the ground. You don't want to take an impact on the neck. So sometimes I just kiss the ground with my lips. Wish me luck, say a little prayer wherever you're at. Nope. Ooh. So wherever you're at, we can try right leg and left leg. And if it's not feeling like your jam at all, you can stay in tabletop and work on one leg lifts with the arms down. Inhale and exhale, coming back. That's an option. And another option is to hold a high plank, maybe rest right here and practice using the glutes if the core engaged, lifting the heel, because our yoga journey is exactly that. It's a journey. You get to practice progress, practice regression, and build it from there. And we have just about another full minute and a half to practice. So if you want to just let it all out and try your down dog and a full chin stand action, go for it. Make sure if you haven't switched sides, if you're still practicing right side, it's time to go to the left side. And I love blocks here. They help support the shoulders, the shoulder girdle. And just notice if your chin does make it to the ground, how that feels in your neck. We don't want to collapse the neck. So maybe you kiss the mat instead. If you're lucky, you have a nose like me that gets in the way and smushes, and that's okay. It just takes a moment. It's temporary. It pops right back. Nice, friends. You're amazing. We've got about 30 more seconds. Make sure you feel good on both sides, balancing it out, whatever it is you're doing. And when you have had enough, option to come through an up dog or a cobra, just take a moment to breathe in, open your heart, untuck toes. And when you exhale, child's pose, one more child's pose, send the hips back on the heels, reach the arms forward, forehead to the ground. Maybe you take the elbows wide to soften your shoulders, maybe even hands back towards your heels, even more release on the shoulders. A lot of fired up shifts of energy there. Take long, big, slow inhales through the nose and then sigh it all out. Exhales through the mouth until you can come back to a slower, cooler, more restful, yet fired up, energized breath. Ujjayi pranayama is there for you. Let's take one more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, rise up to your hands and shimmy forward, extending your legs behind you to your belly. Setting up for a locust pose. We're going to work a little more on our back muscles. So locust pose, your toes are untucked. Try to squeeze them together, serpent-like, like you have a tail. Point your toes. Arms can either be out wide like a T, fingertips in the ground, or you can take them long by your side, shoulders down your back. Exhale out all of your breath. When you inhale, lift your heart. Toes can stay grounded, or option to draw the toes and feet up as well. Squeeze the glutes, press the belly down. Maybe you get your thighs off the ground. Now we're going to call this a drill and do it about 3 more times. So slowly release to the ground, inhale. Exhale, squeeze everything, lift up, shoulders down your back. Even if you're teeing your arms out, squeeze the shoulders down, reach through the crown. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. One more time, lower. And exhale, squeeze, lift up, hold, squeeze it, get a little higher up. Last breath in and release. Whew, maybe your forearms become a pillow for your forehead. You can shimmy your hips side to side, release your sacrum and low back, or maybe you windshield wiper your feet. Deep breath in, open mouth, sigh it out. One more breath in and sigh it out. Bring your palms by your shoulders and inhale, rise all the way up to your knees. Come to your booty and extend your feet in front of you, Dandasana, seated staff pose. We're closing off. We're there. Don't you worry. You can remove extra flesh from the sit bones. Extend your heels forward, flex your toes, plant your palms right next to your hips, fingers forward, shoulders down your back. Get tall from sacrum, your tailbone to your crown. Just take a moment to breathe. Maybe soften your gaze. Very nice. And go ahead and bend your right knee. Plant your right foot. Heel kind of close into the hip bone. Sit up tall. You can give yourself a squeeze. As it's accessible, take that right foot to the opposite side of your left leg for a seated spinal twist. You can always shimmy the leg in. If you prefer, bend your left heel towards your glute. Otherwise, especially with knee stuff, leave your leg long. Bring your right hand behind you. Inhale your left arm to the sky. And as you exhale, twist to the right with your spine. Maybe you wrap the elbow crease around the knee or bring your elbow to the outer edge of your thigh. Now the hips stay forward. This is spinal rotation. Rotate on your axis. Keep the skull lined up over the tailbone. Breathe in for more length in the spine. Breathe out to twist. Keep your left toes active. Keep your core fired up and in. Take a breath in, get long. Take a breath out, twist. Last inhale. Last exhale for that twist, friends. Inhale, unwind through center. And then seated figure four, right ankle over left thigh. Left leg can stay long, or feel free to also bend your left knee so that your legs are stacked. Either way is fine. We're getting into the right hip. We'll be here for a few moments. Time to find some quiet. If you want to block, you can set that up. You can stay upright. Or you can fold forward, maybe forehead to a block. Keep flexing your toes to protect your ankle joints. And you can support as much as you need. And call if there's a bunch of space there. Feel free to take a block or a blanket or something and support. See if you can fill in that gap, bringing the floor, the support to you. The more we give direction to our energy, the more it flows. The more energy flows, the more energy we have. So I guess a good question is how do you fuel yourself? How do you fuel your energy? Now with your next inhale, walk your spine back up if you are folded. Grab under your thighs, gently support both of your legs forward. You can kind of bend the knees, shake it out a little bit, shake it out. Nice. And we do the same thing other side. Sit in that tall staff pose. Bring your palms along your hips. Get nice and long in your spine. Bend your left knee, plant your left foot, heel close into your hip. Take your left foot, cross it over the right outer thigh. Sit bones stay grounded. If they lifted, feel free to shimmy or maybe bend the right heel into your hip. See if that helps. Bring your left palm behind your tailbone. Reach your right arm to the sky, still looking forward. Breathe in. Exhale, twist towards your inner left thigh. You can keep your chin and gaze in the same direction as your heart to not hyperextend your neck, or feel free if you want more to start to look past your left shoulder. Hips stay forward and grounded. Get tall and spacious, ribs off the hips as you inhale. Core tight, give a little bit more juice to your twist as you exhale. And keep your right leg active, toes flexed if your right leg is long. Press your left big toe into the mat. Scissor the inner thighs a bit. Take one more inhale, get taller. One more exhale for your twist. Inhale, slowly unwind your spine, palms by your side. Seated figure four, left ankle over right thigh, flex the toes. Option to bend your right knee so that your knees stack. Hopefully the ankle bones kind of have their own space here. Like if they're little apartments, they hang over the edge of the meat of your thigh, but that all just depends on where we're at. You can also look anywhere with the legs folded in any place. It's all good. You can stay upright with a long spine, palms on your thighs, up or down, shoulders soft. Maybe you fold onto a block or just hang in space. Bow your chin into your chest, get a little cervical spine release. Keep your sit bones grounded. The pelvis stays rooted. And flex your toes back towards your knees. Manipura, the solar plexus, the power chakra. It's all about your energy body, and that starts and forms and circulates power from your core to everywhere else. We live in this infinite amount of energy. We just get to help shift the energy with our asana, our practice, so yoga, and with our fire power, our breath, our pranayama, which is a yogic tool for breath. It's a breathing exercises. And take one more breath in right here in your shape. As you exhale, just deepen it just a little bit more, get a little more juiciness out of it. Then inhale, slowly support yourself back up, long spine, grab under your thighs and shake your legs out slowly forward, bend the knees, wiggle the feet. And when you're ready, slowly make your way to your back. All the way to the mat, friends. Nice, long and slow, take your time. Hug your knees into your chest when you arrive. Squeeze the knees down like a wrapped little hug. Maybe you gently rock side to side, left to right, right to left. Then pause through center, extend your arms out wide, release your stacked knees to the right, supine twist. You want the left shoulder to stay grounded, you can look up or to the left, chin off of chest. Maybe you extend your left leg at about a 45 angle if you want a little more, flex the toes. Just see how that might change the stretch in your left hip. If you don't like it, just restack the knees, the feet. And with your next inhale, draw your knees back through center, squeeze them in, pelvis on the ground. Exhale, release your knees to the left side, hopefully stacking the hips or getting close. Right hip is up, right shoulder is down. And maybe again, you can extend and lengthen your right leg, flex your toe, knee to knee, so knees stacked. Just seeing if that helps with a stretch. If not, just restack the feet. Look up or to your right. Then with your next inhale, unwind, come back up, knees to chest, pelvis on the ground, long spine. And grab your feet, happy baby pose, knees towards your ribs. Stay active for a moment with this engaged, isolated pressure of feet into hands, knees into ribs. Then soften, shoulders into the mat, rock side to side, get playful with it, extend through your legs. Maybe rock the back of your head, whatever feels good. Maybe you find something completely new in this shape you haven't done before. Take one more round of breath here. And draw your knees into your chest. Maybe go ahead and bow your nose or chin in towards your knees. Give yourself a tight squeeze. All that energy. It's time to replenish. Take a breath in. And exhale, Shavasana. Release your body to the mat. Release your physical practice. Come into something a little deeper. And that might be just being present with your breath, present with the thoughts and sensations. So let it soak in. I'll give you a little bit of time before I will move you on. You soften your eyes and soften your jaw and part your teeth. We'll start to find a longer, slower, deeper breath. Maybe you give a slight pause at the top of your inhale, as well as the bottom of your exhale. You can bring your E-RYT pranayama breath back in, constricting your throat, feeling the power of the heat blossom from the belly out. Maybe draw your navel towards the earth as you exhale, and soften towards the sky as you inhale. And just bring the awareness, the sensations back in, back into you, back home, to center. And as we prepare to move on, just hold with you some thoughts of how you nourish yourself, how you fuel your body, which fuels your mind and fuels how your day goes. You have control of that. You don't have control of everything, but you do have control of your thoughts. We'll try to keep your thoughts positive and stay in that happy place. When you're ready, friends, start to wiggle fingers and toes, pulling movement back in, roll your wrists, roll your ankles. Draw your legs together, reach your arms overhead, a nice good morning stretch, getting length in the body. Hug your knees into your chest if you'd like. From here, a little tight squeeze, and maybe loll off to your favorite side, bicep as a pillow, just for a moment. Soak it in, let it feel good. Find some stillness, eyes closed. Then gently support yourself up to a comfortable seat, keeping your eyes softened or closed. Root down in the sit bones, get tall in the spine. And just take a deep breath in, reach your arms overhead, those mountain pose arms. Exhale, hands to your third eye space of light and intuition right in between the brow. I want to thank you for being here, sharing your lights, your stories, your journeys, your passions, and from my heart to yours. Namaste. Bow my chin into my chest. Thank you for being here.